Hello, Minute. Yeah, a little bit of a Phantom class. Check him out. Thanks, Autumn Miller. Appreciate it, man. Glad you like it. Just working a little bit of the detail on the hair. Making it a little bit softer. Hey, monologues. Actually, I sculpted this thing, and I'm painting on top of it. So it's not a full, complete illustration. Because that would take an incredible amount of time to get all that detail in here. So I actually sculpted all that stuff. And made a render and lit it, and I mean, it's a lot of work as well. It's just different kind of technique and expertise. Lion Lancer. Hello Seb. Hello Foro. Welcome aboard. Lick. Thanks, man. Coming along. I was hoping to get it finished before I left for Christmas. I'm going away for about a week or so. And then I'll come back on the 2nd. But yeah, I was hoping to finish the illustration for then, but looks like I'm gonna have to finish it on all the details, because I still need to do a lot of the dust work and the guys in the backdrop and all that. But we'll finish it super early January. And when we release the Phantom Lancer for Dota, we'll add this illustration, this promo art, as a loading screen as well. And, hopefully people will be interested in the loading screen as well. I didn't even think about him, like with the Christmas thing going on. Whale. Yeah, I could totally. Well, actually, I haven't seen the broken up model in 3D package yet, but I imagine it's doable. I mean, I'm sure the belt is an item and the little jacket is an item, so I can probably replace those two to make a new jacket and a new belly to go with it. The really tricky part would be to make sure that those items work fine by themselves, because if they get dropped off as a single item and somebody doesn't have the jacket that goes with it, you can't just have like the polygons kind of like floating around, you know, especially because you're changing the silhouette a little bit, you know, with the belly part. So it'd be tricky, but I'd have to take a look at the model. You don't like the new Pudge model? Well, the tools of the Mad Harvester, my set, I mean, I did lose out on not having the hole, but they just updated the model, so now it has blood at least on there, so my intestine that's going into the belly is not floating anymore. So at least it has that right now. But Valve also asked me to update the model if I wanted to, or they could do it on their end. But I told them I would create a new item that would go on top of, like, there's a new belt item for Pudge now. So what I can do is use that item slot to make a new hole that sits on top of the mesh, and I can make it even gorier. I can add more intestines falling out of his belly and things like that. So they're gonna get back to me and see if that's possible. Like, so if people that already have the set will get this new item for free, and they can just add it to people that don't have it. And whenever they buy the full set, they would get this extra item as well. So I'm waiting to hear back from them, and then, you know, once I get the okay, I'll make that new slot, which has like even more guts hanging out and a bigger a hole in the stomach, and it'll be really cool. So all in all, if that happens, it's actually a good thing that they changed the model for me at least. Plugged in Jakiro? Yeah, I hope that Jakiro is way different. I don't know, I think it could look way more interesting than what they currently have for Jakiro. Hello, Anki. Hello, A-Balls. The Z. see here. Hey, boss. Yeah, I did this guy in ZBrush. welcome to Live Workshop P4. Thank you, 8balls. Yeah, I've been putting a lot of work into the material for when I made the render for this. So I would get that translucency on the skin to pop through. It looks, you know, more waxy, more like skin. Lights coming through and coming back out of the skin. That took me a while, because I was using a new program that I was learning at the same time as I was doing it, so it took forever. But coming out okay, I think. And all the work we're doing on the height on this face over here, I'm doing it in a higher resolution than the actual this image. This image is actually like 8,000 by 6,000 or something, or what is it? 8,000 by 4,500 or something like that, pixel wise. So it's freaking huge. Like it, like the detail's still holding up. This is the lower resolution one, by the way. So the reason I'm making this big is so that I can make prints for it and eventually sell them on the Steam Workshop. Once Valve finishes developing that area, I'll be able to put prints up there. Hello, Raccoon. How do I art so good? Practice, man. Practice, practice, practice. I'm thirsty for a game of Dota as well, man, but I don't know if many people here want to watch that. I haven't played like in a few days. I'm getting the shakes, the Dota shakes. Need me some Dota. On the train to Yokohama. What you doing in Yokohama, man? I played with Phantom Lancer a little bit, but not very often. It takes a while for him to get going, and I don't know, sometimes you just want to, you know, actually be part of the action or be useful. But at the beginning he's really squishy and his mana just dies off really bad. Unless you're laning with a Keeper of the Light, that's usually the really fun with Phantom Lancer, but if you're not, then you have to wait till you get your like mana back up so you can actually be useful. So yeah, every now and then I'll play with Phantom. He's fun sometimes. I've looked at League of Legends, man, but I couldn't get into it, man. Just the art is just, oh. Not that the art necessarily is bad, like the execution of it. It's more like the art direction for leagues is just all over the place, man. It needs a lot of work. His eyebrows needs a lot of freaking work. I don't like him at all. I think I got way too bright on the bottom here. Way too bright. Actually, even my base was a little too bright down here at the bottom. I have to add some shadows and stuff. This is our base, before we started doing anything after the renders. All the hair stuff we've been doing. Not enough, not enough. Thank you so much, E4. Thank you so much, thank you so much. Appreciate the enthusiasm. To all you guys, if you guys are new to the stream, your first time visiting here, check out our website, liveworkshop.com. Right there you can find all our past broadcasts. There's like a whole bunch of pages. And you can see ZBrush meshes that we created, mid-poly meshes, low-poly meshes, textures, rigging, material work, texture work, and ZBrush work, a lot of ZBrush stuff on there too. So check that out. We also have some featured items for Dota, some for TF2, more to come later on in the year, next year. And we have tutorials as well. This is a new tutorial we threw on there for baking gradients onto your models. And a really popular one is this how to recompile and publish your Dota 2 items as well. And if you have any art that you want critiqued or you have some technical questions, you guys can drop by our forums and ask us questions, and we'll be there to try and help you guys out. So make sure you drop by and check that out, guys. We also have our Facebook page if you want to like and get updates. Or sometimes I just post silly stuff on the Facebook page, so check that out, guys. Give us a like and give us a follow on Twitch if you haven't done that yet. Hit that follow button for us. Hello, Pori. Welcome to Live Workshop. Hey Pori, to make this illustration, well, I was learning a new program while I was creating it, so that took a while, way longer, because I had to learn all the tools and how to, it was a new rendering program. So it was actually rendering a lot of this depth of field and the new shader materials to make the skin shader, to make the light, the skin translucent so light goes in and out. And I also had to make the high poly version of Phantom Lancer, excuse me, using the in-game model for Dota 2, so that took a long time as well to make a high poly press like this. So after I did all that, I also had to pose all the other Phantom Lancers that you see back here and make the renders and lighting systems for those guys, and then start adding the sky, and I've been working on it a lot lately. But I plan on making a print for this and selling some prints hopefully, and maybe some loading screens as well, since those are now getting really popular on Dota. And yeah, hopefully people like it. Hello, Mazzy. Awesome, thanks so much for the follow, E4. Yeah, that set was for Skeleton King, but now with the new Skeleton King, the, what do they call it? Wraith King or whatever? My set that I was doing for Skeleton King is kinda dead. I got the shitty end of the stick on that one. Because, I mean, the whole idea behind that set was that he was the ferryman, right? The skull dude that helps you cross into the afterlife, and you pay him with silver coins. So I can't do that anymore with the new Wraith King, unfortunately. I got screwed over. So I think I need to save parts of that of the set and turn them into a different character. I'm definitely gonna lose the skeleton stuff, that's gone, so I can't use the cow skull that I was using for the head for it. So I'll have to make a new head item for it, and I don't know, maybe use a different, instead of having a coin purse that he's got going on there, maybe make it into a, I don't know. Maybe I can turn into kind of like a knight, like a ring bearer or something. Bunch of rings in there of power, little Lord of the Rings feel to it. I don't know, I gotta think about it. I'm just gonna shelve it for now. Oh, Sand King? No, that's just a featured set that we were promoting. We actually didn't make it. That was done by another artist, by Bishobola. How many people make up the live workshop? It's just me right now. But I'm gonna be pulling in people to stream along and be able to set up their own times on the schedule, so people can come to the live workshop and, you know, set reminders for the people for the shows that they want to watch, and follow those artists all in one place in the live workshop. So I'm gonna be talking to some artists, and once I get the coding done for the website and the stream pages all built inside live workshop, it'll keep growing that way. And I'll continue streaming as well, of course. Hello, Araku. E4, the specs for my computer are right below the stream. You can check that stuff on the FAQ. Christopher, hello, man. Yeah, the ferryman said was Charon, the ferryman from Dante's Inferno for sure. Oh, you got a link? Oh, you have like the actual human version of him with the red cloak. Yeah, I actually researched the crap out of this, and I definitely saw this. But he would have to be, you know, if if I use the Wraith Knight or Wraith King, whatever it's called now, it'd be like a green ghost version of him, and then I'd have to figure out a way to do the cloak, and it might work. I mean, it's definitely something I need to brainstorm so that I can reuse, you know, all that work that was done for that set. So yeah, I mean, making a human version, that'd be the one thing. It'd be like a green dude, a green glowy dude or something. You know? That's a great reference, oh man, thanks. Oh, you're watching it on iPhone? Well, where are you at right now that you're on the phone? You're at work? Blur some of these stuff. It's not supposed to be so sharp back here. Just a little bit of a fluff. So it looks like it doesn't look just like the low poly mesh that is actually in game. Well, fussiness helps out a lot. Fort Desert, kinda. Yeah, you're at work. Working hard, I'm sure. Whoops. What am I doing? Work on the actual layer itself. A little bit of blur. We just want to suggest that some of the hairs there, we actually want to draw all the hairs because then it's just going to become too much of a drawing. And if we just suggest things, then the viewer's eye can actually put those things themselves in. And wouldn't have to do all that detail because it just won't look as good as people's imagination. Yeah, Chris Tupper, I was thinking about doing that. Kinda like one of the Wraith Knights. For sure. Well, I'd have to give it a new flavor, you know, you can't just go off and do a straight up Death Wraith Knight from Lord of the Rings, you know, just improve it, make something new with it. 420. East Coast. What are you doing up so late, dude? Grab a quick reflection from a sphere. Something that might fit well in our environment. Why no nipples? Really? That's what we're looking at? I think they're covered by the hair. I haven't drawn in, you know, the hair. The material that I use for the skin kind of killed the hair. I think the nipples are under his little furry chest. Struck out at E4? Ah, that's too bad, man. You got it next time, dude, don't worry. Hey, tutoring. Yeah, man, I worked on Star Wars, The Force Unleashed stuff a lot. I was there for 7 years, making Star Wars. Really cool stuff, man. Really enjoyed it. Man, these spheres don't have any good reflections. What gives? No, these are no good. This one. Getting somewhere very slowly. A little better. Hey Chris, they didn't tell me, but they were really nice about it. They actually updated the texture a couple days ago, so that my intestine would actually go into at least some blood, so that it mixed in a little bit better. So that was super nice of them. And I'm talking to them now, and they asked me if I wanted to update it so that it worked better. And I told them, yeah, I can make a new item since there's a new item slot for the belt. I can make a new item that puts the hole back into the mesh, and actually I can add even more intestines now with that new slot, so it actually will look really cool, and it's a good thing that happened, so we can turn it into a positive thing. That's pretty epic. That's like a level 6 beard, man. Oh, I don't want to work with this hair anymore. Alright, gotta keep going, gotta keep going. What is this layer? If there's anything on this layer. I'll merge it with... reflection. Mini folder for our eyes. I'll make it a yellow layer. Cool. That's a little... why did Valve change the model in the first place? I didn't ask the actual reason. But my guess is that it was maybe way too gory for a default model. So they just kind of closed it up, and I mean, it's still really gory. They just don't have the stomach completely opened up. And with the arm, they kind of closed off the arm a little bit too. So maybe so that it was more... more acceptable for China now that China launched. I don't know. I think we're gonna saturate the eyes a bit more. Just like that. They show up way better now. Nice little reflection on there now too. Can you get some spare items? I don't know, E4. You know what? I would do it, but you're not on your PC, so you can't get any items traded since you're at work with your phone. Sorry, Mega Nut. Chris, yeah, I mean the model does look more like a butcher now. I think the only thing that I would have done is have his apron instead of going around his neck, because his neck is so low on his body because of his hunchback. I would have that the apron be like tied to one of his rings in the back or something like that, and I think it would create a better looking item, like the apron part, instead of just hanging off his head, because his head is acting like a bit of a doorknob right now. And I don't know, I actually tried that at first. Like I was doing 2 versions of the Pudge pants that I made for Pudge. So I tried doing the apron as well, like the butcher apron, and when I put it around his neck, I didn't like how it looked. So then I was gonna do the thing where they tied up like to his back somehow. And then I kind of like shelved the project because I got busy with other things. But I think that's the reason why the Pudge pants look so good, the bloodstained bridges, is because it's not around his actual head, you know, the item goes into his back and things like that. A better shape. I gotta repaint these eyebrows, these are awful. Shadow in here. Little shadow makes those eyes feel like they're actually sitting in that socket now, see that? That's a little soft shadow. Maybe push this down a little bit too. a little too low for my liking. Oh, the shape of the sphere looks more realistic. Yeah, way better. Hey, if you guys are new to the stream, make sure you guys hit that follow button right below the stream there so you can follow us next time we come online. And if you're new, you can check out liveworkshop.com and check out all our past broadcasts, all of the other art that we created live for people. No, before I'm playing Ronald Jenkins, and he's all about the beat. One man on his keyboard. A little bit of a highlight, not too much. Just enough to pull that little edge off, like maybe a little bit of the light is bouncing off and just hitting the edge of that little ear there. Just enough. Sherry 4. Chris, my punch set was still selling actually fairly decent even before the sale. So I mean it's awesome that it's it's part of the sale and it's top seller, but it's also 75% off. So I think it's good and bad at the same time. But I mean it's just great that it's obviously better because of the exposure, the extra exposure that it's getting. The only thing is that I wanna fix up that belt and the belt item and the belly so that people can have what they bought. So I wanna, as soon as I hear back from Valve, I'll jump on that and make a new item for you guys and the people that bought the set. Like a little bonus. Oh yeah, honey. That's his here. It's just that it's really kind of like faded out because I have this. I have a bit of a depth of field going on and have some atmospheric dust. All the stuff far that way. Actually, I can explain it over here better. I'm pushing some of the things that are behind them into the atmosphere a bit more, so I'm lightening with a pass. You can see if I take away this layer. See how much flatter he becomes without it? But when I put that atmospheric pass on it, some of the objects on the back can get pushed into the atmosphere because there's more molecules between your eye and that part. So I mean, I exaggerated more than real life, of course, but it's a really good illustration technique to use so that the viewer can make that that extinction instantly, and it makes it the 3D pop out a lot better. And you can also guide the viewer into tricking him into looking at parts you want him to look at. For example, I'm really emphasizing the belts and his flag that he's wearing as a loincloth from his people. And I mean, I'm doing that by getting that atmospheric dust to really push in behind onto the body, into the arm, into the leg, into the back of the cloth, and really pop out, make the belts and his emblem and his flag really pop out. Same with the head. Lots of tricks that I've learned through the years. Hey K-Drag, welcome to Lab Workshop, dude. I've been working on that piece for a few weeks now, on and off. I mean, I've had a lot of other things to do. I've been updating the model as well. Been working on some updates for the Phantom Lancer set model. I added the eyebrows recently, and I've been redoing some stuff because I lost a lot of files from some hard drives that got fried. So I had to do a couple of things, but it's almost finished, guys. We're getting there. The model, I mean, the set is almost ready. And this is just the promo art for it that I'll turn into 3 different promo art pieces. I'll move the lens around and things like that for a closer shot and a lot of fun things. This set's actually gonna be for Alliance. They were really interested in it, so we worked out a deal. And, gonna be an Alliance set, and then Loda will be using it if they ever get back to using Phantom Lancer. I haven't seen them use them since TI, I think. So we'll see. Lancer. No, Bad Kirby, I'm using Photoshop. And yeah, Tudoran, I wish they start using Phantom Lancer more, man, because fun to watch the Alliance play with it. To Doran, I'm already... Well, I can't talk about it, but... Yeah, don't worry about it, man. We're on it. Hello, Little Efo. Yeah, I mean, I have the live workshop, which I was showing earlier. Let me get the link for you. So there's that, where I've been posting a lot of my work and all the broadcasts that we do live and all the online tutoring that we do for people that need help with their models. We do those every now and then. We also feature some game items that I've created and that other artists have created. And we have awesome tutorials on there too, and forums. But for my personal website, it's on the FAQ below. But it's a little outdated, but you can check it out right there. Most of my Star Wars stuff is on there, and some of the stuff that I couldn't show from Star Wars, I wasn't able to put on there, unfortunately, but maybe later down the line I can. So yeah. No problem, man. Thank you. Do you have the Pudge set, E4? Or is that the set you want for free? Crazy. Come on, man, it's on sale right now. You can't even ask me for that set for free right now. It's 75% off. Alright, Bad Kirby, thanks for dropping by, dude. Thanks for the follow. We'll check you out later, man. Yeah, check that out, everybody. See, E4 was getting ready to ask me for that, for the Pudge set for free. Nah, man, that shit's on sale. You can pick that up. Oh, thanks, Roomba. Yeah, I've been talking to Twitch actually, and I just need to start streaming more often. I've just been so busy while, you know, creating all these sets for Dota 2 and running the Live Workshop website. Like I've been, you know, designing templates and working with my programmers to get the website up and running. It's just taking so much time away from me that I can't stream on a constant basis yet. But the second I start doing that, I think I can get partnership with Twitch, and I can get subscribers. And you know, the more subscribers we get, I mean, that's the best way that you guys can, you know, help support the Live Workshop and myself, so that I can keep doing this and teaching and entertaining you guys with me creating some cool art. So hopefully, early in the 2014, we'll get that stuff figured out. Can I make you a wolf? Like a real wolf or like a drawing of a wolf? Because I have no idea how to do either. Okay, we'll draw you a wolf real quick. There you go, man. Here's super crappy wolf. So that was your one request. You don't get any more, man. That's it. You used your one request. It's over. The dream is dead. ZBDZ. This will be up on YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. Just go to liveworkshop.com and you go to the past broadcasts. And I'll eventually put this video and all the new videos that I create on there. But you can always check out the previous shows that are on the website that we created. Little Evil. To get this good, well, I've been in the games industry for 15 years. So throughout those 15 years, I polished my sculpting, my texturing, my concept art, because I did all those things. And then I ran a character artist team at LucasArts. And so as I was doing that, I would help out the concept art team. I would join them because I mean they were free; they didn't need any help. I just helped, you know, with the characters because I could help design some of the main characters as well. But I was lucky enough to be able to join them, I should say, and help concept art some of the characters. And then I would join the character art team and lead the character art team and create the Star Wars characters with sculpts and textures and materials and all that stuff. So yeah, so I did that. I've been doing that for about 15 years, and now with LucasArts closing down, I'm just doing this thing on my own. But to get that good, yeah, it's just a matter of practicing, man. Just keep at it and look at, you know, those like amazing artists from forums. Look at their work, look at how they did it, try and recreate their work so you can learn the steps that it takes to create that kind of work. And then, you know, give it your own flavor after that. But I mean, there's a lot of studying that you have to do before you can, you know, learn what your style is. You need to learn the steps and the techniques and the tricks. So I would start with that, man. That's I guess how I did it. Right now I'm using Photoshop, the last boss. I did not create Jar Jar. No, man, you ain't gonna put that on me. No one's gonna put that on me. Show you some of the stuff I did. Made this Boba Fett. I made a Starkiller, Force Unleashed. I made the Darth Vader model for Force Unleashed 2. The Darth Maul model, Proxy, and the Proxy. This Maris Brood illustration. I made some of the Stormtroopers, some of the Heavy Troopers for the game. This is a different Vader. I did a different one for Force Unleashed 2. Way nicer run. I did the cover artwork for the games. There's a lot of stuff here that I did in the last 2 years that I can't show, unfortunately, because LucasArts got closed down by Disney after Disney bought us out. So that was really sad. And not a big Disney fan anymore. Those guys just buy companies and eat them up and destroy them, and they just outsource everything. Really, really sad, man, because George used to really care about us, which is awesome. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of other stuff over here. Star Wars stuff. Starkiller Sculpt. He's a Stormtrooper. The Ultimate Evil Dude. Emperor. It's a Force Unleashed 2 clone. The Apprentice, the Boba Fett model. And then there's some extra stuff, some extra costumes that we'd released on DLC and a couple of concepts. Here's a Darth Vader sculpt progress. Yeah, I mean, I need to update it and hopefully get more of this stuff okayed to be able to put it up and release it, but right now they didn't want to do that as, right after they closed down LucasArts. So we'll have to wait. Yeah, I don't like Disney anymore. They're jerks. They're big freaking jerks, dude. Well, see, that's different, because Marvel actually got really mad at Disney because of all the shit they were trying to get them to do, right? So then they actually told Disney, you know, like, back the hell up, and they actually did, and they're letting Marvel do their own thing. So I think that's why the movies are, and their company wasn't eaten up like a lot of other companies that, you know, like that Disney has done that too. But it's good for Marvel, man, because I like their movies. They're making some great stuff. Oh, Christ's sake. And color pick with the color correction layers on top. Had to draw too fast. Trying to soften this area over here. Hello, Cyberman. Thanks, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. I'm using a tablet, Nintuos 4. You can see all the stuff that I'm using for my computer and my setup right below in the FAQ. So check that out, man. If you have any other questions, let me know. Highlight for pass. Pass. Don't mess with my layer of all my passes that I have on here for different stuff. A lot of them are for like the body and the skirt, for the depth, for the little the volumetric dust, and then just like a color pass and selection layers. Ambient occlusion. Hello, Dread. Welcome to that workshop. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. So all the new people on the stream, welcome to the lab workshop. Let me show you guys what we're doing right now. We're doing a high resolution version of the head, because I actually rendered it way bigger, like just the head, so that I could make different versions for the promo art for the set when it comes out. So I'm gonna have one that, you know, a vertical version of the promotional art, and I'll move the lens in the way so that the lens is always in this. It's also in the set. I'll be more like, you know, off to the side with this lens right here, and it'll be more of a portrait, and that way we can put like some words, you know, some quotes from Phantom Lancer, and really publish the set and promote it that way, and also release this promotional marketing art piece for it. So once I finish doing the high detail, like all the hair and stuff for the head, I'll shrink it down and bring it down into this shot here. Because this one's outdated already. The other one's has way more detail in it already. But I mean, it's holding up. We're just being super crazy about it and adding way more detail. Yeah, that was the 3D model that I showed. That was the ambient occlusion mask pass that I was doing for him. Actually, I think I have the whole thing over here if you want to see the pass. And then I have this other pass, that is the depth. So I do all these different passes to get to achieve different looks on the actual illustration itself. So the model helps out a lot all across the board for the marketing piece. Yeah, this is indeed the high-res version for the load screen. And for prints later down the line, I'm going to be hopefully selling some of these prints. Really nice big photo paper that I use for my Star Wars stuff. So this will be like 19 inches by, I think, what is it? 19 by 8? I forget the numbers, but yeah, it'll be a really nice image and really professional paper and be an awesome, awesome print. So hopefully be selling those later, early in the year, next year. You guys want to see the model? I can load it up for you guys. Let me just save these guys into different files. And backups of my backups. I know, every time somebody plays PL and they're like on the other team, I'm just like, oh my god, okay, now we have to pick a hero that will actually have some AoE to take out all his illusions late game, because he's just a pain in the ass to deal with late game, man, for sure. Like, unless he's on your team, but... Alright, let's see, where's my model at? Thanks so much, Damage. So here's the in-game mesh. Ignore the whiskers. I had to make them that big so that they would show up in just the avatar, and even then you can't see them that much, so they won't be as noticeable as this. But on the avatar, they'll just show up just enough so it looks good. I'm actually updating the lens as well with some extra little details you see there. So there's the in-game mesh. Let me show you guys the high poly version that I did for it. Oh, look at all these PLs. Oh man, and all these flags. And all this ash. Oh my god. Alright, let's see. Where's my PL? There it is. Let me hide this, all the ash and stuff that I'm gonna have floating. I was also doing a little bit of a ribbon for the effects. And this was going to be some of the effects flying around on him that I can kind of modify and move around. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, let me hide all the freaking clones because that's a lot of clones. Here's a model. I can show this up with some of the there's the subdivision. Then for all these other guys, I kind of like went in there and I changed their expression a little bit, and then I brought down the resolution on them quite a bit because they're going to be blurred up a little bit in the background anyways. So I didn't need them to be as high resolution as my actual model, and my material was going to do most of the work anyways to round out all those polygons and still keep that detail that I put into the face of the other PL. So I open up the mouth on some of them, I make them green a bit more, pose them in different ways, holding the lands, holding the flags, running with the lands being held in different ways, half sneers, full open mouths, all those different things. And then the guys in the back I just duplicated and threw back there, and then let the fog kind of take care of those guys. But positioning these guys took a long time to get the right composition that I wanted for the piece. one thing that I still want to do is bring this stone into ZBrush and really chisel out a really nice looking rock with detail, and chisel in the Dota 2 logo right on the front, and then bring that back into the rendering program and render that out, and then bring it into Photoshop and paste it on, replace this placeholder rock that I have down here. So I'll probably do that as soon as I get back from Canada after Christmas. Yeah, Jersey man, you don't need to be playing LOL. I couldn't get into it, man. So yeah, join Dota. Dota 2's got some awesome art and awesome gameplay. Ninja Turtle, was it? That doesn't make any sense, but thank you. Let's take a poll. What's everybody's favorite Ninja Turtle? And bonus points if you say Donatello, because he's the best. Actually, let me show you guys it. Alright, Deltrin, you're right, man. Raph is really freaking cool. Actually, I like Raph and Donnie as well. But Donatello just a little bit more than Raph. But yeah, Raph would be my really close number 2. Raph's the shit, man. Oh, you got the Putch set on? Yeah, it's 75% off, man. I can't believe it. Really cool. Where's it at? Let's bring it up. Let's see. There he is. Whoa, this guy snuck in. Oh, they just put that guy up at 80%. That's why he just made the number 2. Look at that, man. $4. $4. Bam. I'm gonna advertise that all over the stream. Alright, that's enough. Oh, let me show you guys this other shit that I was working. Show you guys the Gorilla Treant in its current state. I'm still texturing it, so it's not finished, but I think you guys get a kick out of seeing the work in progress for it. How many heroes on here? Ninja Prophet. I just started painting the top part and some of the highlights. I just started, like really just started, but it's a nice little tree and replacement for Ninja's Prophet. Little gorilla dude. No problem, Little Lethal. Yeah, man, follow us and ask any questions. Anytime you have a question, just jump on here and let me ask, and I'll try and help you out. I think the last thing I added on this thing was the fake shadow underneath this little grass, silver grass. I haven't textured it, of course, yet, but shadow underneath it kind of mimics the top really nicely. It makes the leaves pop out. So yeah, that's our Gorilla Treant that we'll finish eventually. That's another thing we'll finish early in January as well. Whoa! Kinda hard looking at this after looking at the low quality stuff. You're like, whoa, holy crap. A lot of hair. And this actually, it's kind of refreshing. We can blur some of this hair out a bit more. Avery Moclips, the tree ant, the gorilla, the silverback tree ant, I think is what I'm calling it. It's gonna be in some sort of a chest that hasn't been announced yet, I don't think. So it'll be along there with a bunch of other stuff from other artists, I think. And I don't know, maybe if I can make a set out of it later on the line, I'll ask, but I don't know if that's possible after it's been in our chest. Bin Clonk, man, you gotta try Dota 2. I mean, I'm super biased, but it's so much better, dude. I tried LOL and I just couldn't do it. Couldn't get into it. Or my models are really grumpy, aren't they? Have I made a happy model? There's gotta be something. Yeah, my Team Fortress. No, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, we're grumpy. Oh, thanks, Atmosphere. So glad you liked the Harvester set. I might be able to update it soon with an extra item for him. I'm waiting on the Valve to give me the go-ahead on that stuff. And I'll make a new item that goes on the belly part of the model with extra intestines and putting the open belly back in there. But I'll make the intestines actually be 3D, and it's gonna look really cool if I'm able to do it. Jarshi, I think it's a little bit... There's more depth to it. You know, it's not just that it's more difficult, it's just that there's more depth to it, there's more things you can do, and for that reason, it's just that much more fun too, you know? Like, it might take a bit longer to learn all the extra little things that it has, but they're there because it creates a fuller experience, and it's different. Every game you have is going to be different because it's that much deeper than LoL. Let alone the art. The art in Dota 2 is just superior. I mean, I'm not talking about my stuff, just the default Dota 2 art is just amazing, and it's just leagues, no pun intended, beyond what League of Legends has as far as art and art direction goes. Chris Tupper, that's what they're trying to figure out right now before they get back to me. If we can have that, I mean, that's obviously something that we probably want to do is, you know, people that already have the set, they will get that item for free. And if that works, then I'll happily do it and put it in there for free for people that already bought the set. And for people that don't have the set, they'll be like, oh cool, check it out, it's got a new set, and you know, the hole's back in there and it has extra intestines, and I think it'll be really cool. So we'll see. Oh yes, Jarshi, I'm making the hair wispies. Hair wispies all over the place. Look at all the ones we've added. Oof. Damn. it's getting really dark down here. Where's that shadow? Yeah, this guy here. Let's soften this guy up a little bit. That's way better. Because when we zoom away and we put that into the actual illustration over here, when you zoom out, it's creating a really dark, like almost like a line going across it. We don't want a line to show up smaller. That's more scale. Something weird about this section. Yeah, let's not make it a huge war with Dota 2 and LoL, because that argument will never finish. Colin Narc. I saw that somewhere, man, that's awesome. Actually, I think I heard it on a stream. Some streamer said they read the joke on they were reading like Dota jokes, and that was one of them. I think pretty awesome. No, Disembody. I've been working my butt off trying to get to this stage, and just today I started streaming some of the detailing for the piece. I didn't have the time to actually stream, because streaming actually really slows me down, production-wise, and being productive. So yeah, I just wanted to stream today and kind of get a new stream up, because I haven't streamed in about a week or so, which is no good. So I need to stream more for you guys. Anywhere to pass here.